We are back now with our Consumer Confidential. So the U.S. population is getting older than ever. A record number of Americans are nearing the traditional retirement age of 65.
Not you.
Some of us are going past it. Many of them, though, are going to need extra help from their loved ones in their later years. NBC senior consumer... Why did they give me this, Lita? NBC's consumer investigative correspondent Vicky Nguyen is here to help us prepare. Hey, Vic.
Good morning. Hi. This is turning into an intervention for Al.
I know. Right, there you go. Or for my kids.
Right.
So let's get started. Steps. What are some of the steps we need to take right now as we're looking ahead towards some of our family members getting older?
Those are the key words, Al, right now. You want to have this conversation with all of the stakeholders, not when there's a crisis, not when there's an emergency, but right now with your parents, with all the siblings, and let's set some expectations. What is going to happen as your parents get older? You know, do you have siblings that live closer? Will they handle some of the day-to-day? The siblings that live further, will they contribute more financially? What do your parents perhaps have set up for themselves? This is a good time to go through all of that information. Also, it's always important to save. You know, right now, high yield savings accounts are still at 4%. That's fantastic. So even if you don't have that giant 401k or that stock portfolio, save as much as you can for yourself or for the anticipated needs of your loved ones. Gathering key documents, you want to have health insurance, medical documents, financial paperwork, banking paperwork, all in one place, organized, easy to access. And finally, we talk about long-term care insurance, right?
So expensive.
It is so expensive. If you can afford it, it's an option that will really help because it can provide in-home nursing, help with meal prep and daily activities like bathing. But as you said, Craig, it is expensive. So you want to explore what your options are through Medicare, through Medicaid, especially when it comes to prescription medicines. There are a lot of benefits out there, but you have to do some of your homework and pursue them.
Who has to do the homework? The older person or their kids?
I think it's a family affair because sometimes it can be tougher for the older person to just get online and do that. Whereas, you know, you may be a lot more internet literate. Exactly.
So what if your parents have to live with you?
Yeah.
Then what?
Okay, I think we need to destigmatize this idea that multi-generational living is so bad and it's the end of the world.
It's the way we used to do it here.
Absolutely, and it helps so much.
With us.
Right, and you had a great relationship with your grandmother because you built those bonds intergenerationally. So that can be helpful with childcare. It can be helpful with cooking. So let's, you know, make sure that that's not the end of the world when we're talking about that. But you do want to think about the fact that we are heading into this tsunami of silver squatters, right? Prudential, silver squatters. So Prudential
did you just make that up?
No. It's a very interesting term, and it's exactly...
That presents a visual.
It's what it sounds like. Yeah. So there was a survey looking at Americans at age 55, and Prudential, the insurance company, found that people are critically underprepared for retirement. So that means when you're in your 40s or 50s, mom and dad who are in their 70s might not have saved up enough, so they're coming back. So what do you need to do? You need to make sure you understand what do they have access to in their finances that's going to help the whole family. And then you're going to talk about what is the plan moving forward and how do they contribute to the household, but also as a sandwich generation, right? If you're helping your parents, but you're also helping your kids, don't forget to set aside money for yourself and your own retirement and your own future. And just remember, your kids have the gift of time. They get to have more time to build their finances and earnings. So if they have to take out a student loan, that's low interest. That's good debt for them to have rather than you going into debt.
Let's talk about when these silver squatters actually have to come into the house. How do we prepare the home? What are some things that we need to keep in mind?
Right. Whether they come into your home, Craig, or they're staying in their home, you do need to take a look at their access to basic supplies. Are there a lot of stairs and steps in the home? How do they get fresh food? How do they get their medicine? Is it delivered to them? Is someone there to make sure the fridge is cleaned out of spoiled food? So those basic, simple things are considerations you need to have. And then also looking around the house at things like doorknobs. Maybe replacing the round ones with levers. That just makes life a lot easier, and it's inexpensive. Adding a grab bar in the bathroom, adding those non-slip strips in the bathtub. You're trying to prevent injury and also cutting down on clutter, making sure the home is clear and that people can walk and make a clear pathway. These are small things, but very important. Eldercare.gov is a fantastic resource, AARP as well, for a checklist of these things if you missed some of the items that we were talking about.
Very, very good information.
Great tips.
Vicky, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.